Imagine this. You're cruising down a highway, the melodious tunes of your favorite playlist humming in the background. Suddenly, an ominous thud resonates from beneath the car. The steering wheel vibrates in your hands. A flat tire. Might sound like a nightmare, but don't worry, we've got you covered. First things first, pull over safely. Find a flat, stable place to change the tire. Avoid soft ground and hills. Remember, safety always comes first. Turn on your hazard lights and apply the parking brake to prevent the car from moving. You'll need certain tools to change a tire. These include a jack, lug wrench, fully inflated spare tire, and a vehicle owner's manual. Some might also find a flashlight, gloves, wheel wedges, and a rain poncho useful. Check your trunk, they're usually stashed there. Start by removing the hubcap or wheel cover if your car has one. It might be easier to do this before lifting the vehicle with the jack. Next, loosen the lug nuts using the lug wrench. Turn them counterclockwise until you break their resistance. Don't remove them entirely yet. Just get them loose enough to remove by hand after you lift the vehicle. Place the jack under the vehicle. The correct spot varies depending on the car. Your owner's manual will show you the exact location. Once in place, start to lift the car off the ground. You don't need to lift it excessively high, just high enough to remove the flat tire and install the spare. Now remove the lug nuts completely. Since you've already loosened them, you should be able to do this by hand. With the lug nuts removed, pull the tire towards you to remove it from the vehicle. Set it on its side so that it doesn't roll away. Then, mount the spare tire on the hub. Align the rim with the lug bolts and push the spare onto the vehicle. Once the spare is on the car, take the lug nuts and screw them back onto the bolts. Tighten them by hand as much as you can. Lower the vehicle back to the ground using the jack and then remove the jack. Give the lug nuts another pull with the wrench to ensure they're as tight as possible. Replace the hubcap or wheel cover. If your hubcap doesn't fit with the spare tire, stow it away with the flat tire. Remember, spare tires aren't made for long-distance travel or high speeds. They're a temporary solution. As soon as possible, get your tire fixed or replaced at a professional service center. To wrap things up, here are the key takeaways. 1. Always have the necessary tools: a jack, lug wrench, fully inflated spare tire, and vehicle owner's manual. 1. Safety first. Find a flat, stable place to change the tire and turn on your hazard lights. 1. Follow the steps. Remove the hubcap, loosen the lug nuts, lift the car, remove the flat tire, install the spare, lower the car, and tighten the lug nuts. 1. Spare tires are temporary. Get your tire fixed or replaced as soon as possible. So, there you have it. The next time a rogue nail leaves you with a flat tire, you'll know exactly what to do. Don't let a flat tire ruin your journey. Turn it into a pit stop and then back on the road you go. Let's quickly recap the steps to swap a flat tire with a spare one. Step 1. Pull over safely. Ensure you're far enough from the road to avoid any accidents. Step 2. Gather the necessary tools. You'll need a jack, lug wrench, and a fully inflated spare tire. Step 3. Remove the hubcap or wheel cover. This will expose the lug nuts. Step 4. Loosen the lug nuts using the lug wrench. Remember, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Step 5. Place the jack under the vehicle and lift it. Follow your vehicle's manual to find the correct placement for the jack. Step 6. Remove the lug nuts completely. Pull the flat tire towards you to remove it from the wheelbase. Step 7. Mount the spare tire on the hub. Screw the lug nuts back onto the bolts, but don't tighten them completely yet. Step 8. Lower the vehicle back to the ground using the jack. Step 9. Tighten the lug nuts and replace the hubcap or wheel cover. Step 10. Remember, spare tires are a temporary solution. Get your tire fixed or replaced as soon as possible. And that's it. You've successfully swapped a flat tire with a spare one. Remember these steps and you'll be back on the road in no time.